Listen to me very closely. 2023 is maybe the last chance to create your future wealth. Now you have two choices. Either you leave this video right now and maybe you're gonna miss the opportunity to turn this period of uncertainty into an opportunity, or you stick with me for 10 minutes and I will give you 5 important steps you absolutely need to know to take advantage really about this opportunity that happens only once every 7 or 10 years. Let's go straight to the point with the first step. And the first thing you have to know is that we are right now in a recession. Technically, we are, because in the United States, which is the #1 barometer, United States has experienced 2 consecutive negative quarters. And it was already last summer. And yet, government doesn't talk about it. Jerome Powell, the president of the Fed, the American Federal Reserve, quite simply banished this word recession from his vocabulary. For what? Quite simply, I think the truth is that he doesn't want to create more fear and to talk about it at the risk of slowing down consumption and therefore the economy even more. And they don't want you to know about it and to take advantage of it. So we are hiding it from the people when technically we are clearly in it. But we are smarter than this. And it's up to us to make it an advantage and to make the right decisions. But now let's have a quick look. We consumers and investors, we feel it's our purchasing power, which is failing because of inflation, the rise of petrol, electricity, gas, and not to mention our investments, which are melting right now like snow. And since November 2021 for crypto and the beginning of the year 2022 for stocks. And why? Because simply investors did remove their assets to obtain liquidity in case of this recession last longer. And now that we have established what recession is, and before tackling how to take advantage of it, let's ask the right question. How long a recession lasts? And we have taken the 10 last cycles since 1950. A recession lasts 11 months. In general, it's between 8 and 18 months. And each cycle is different. And this one, we are in a huge recession. I think this recession can last long. And this is good for us because we will still accumulate and invest in those bad times. And with the start of the recession in July 2022 in the United States, which is the #1 indicator in the world, we are therefore right in the middle of it. And for sure, it's not ready to end. This allows me to talk about the third step. What to expect in the next following months. Concretely, the Fed is not ready to lower the rates before experiencing a 2% inflation, whereas we are now between 6 and 7%. So we have to say to ourselves, we are not clearly there yet. So the recession may last until the end of 2023, and economic experts say there will be a start of recovery at the beginning and at the first quarters of 2024, not before. But here, the duration doesn't matter at all, because the key for any investors is patience. And patience will reward investors who take this as an advantage and buy and accumulate. And if we experience a recovery in 2024, it will be like huge because it will be coupled with the year of the halving. And the halving, you may know if you are in crypto, it's the division of rewards for miners who mine Bitcoin. And this, historically speaking, has impact on the value of Bitcoin because you have a division of available tokens and an increase of people who want to buy it. So the value skyrockets and all the altcoins follow the Bitcoin, and then we have the bull run. And usually after the halving, we have this bull run a few months after it, so it can be at the end of 2024. And that brings me to my fourth point. Who says 2024 says 2023? Because clearly 2023 is going to be the year where I will invest like massively, whether it is stocks and whether it is crypto. I could invest in real estate, but I have already massive amounts in real estate and I want to diversify. Of course, this is a strategy I follow and I speak about it regularly in my videos. But often the problem is not the choice, nor the way, but the implementation. And here you have two schools. The first one is like you are aware of the recession and you hesitate and you don't know how to start. Or worse, you know it's a recession, but you won't do anything to take advantage of it. And maybe you will see that we are in a recession, you feared about it and you didn't buy anything. And in a few years, 2024, maybe 2025, 26, it's time for remorse. Remorse for not seeing the leap. Without wanting to type on the people who will recognize themselves by this, I've gone through this many times. But since then, I learned and I matured. And for this vehicle, I will not miss the opportunity to pass again. Too often, I have been held back by ignorance of cycles, ignorance of the economy and how it works. And this period is over. So right now, I'm in the second school to take risk, calculated risk based on history. Because you know, behind each recession, there is always a recovery. It can take many months, many years, whatever, there is always a recovery. And to support this thesis, I can only recommend one book from Tony Robbins. This is one. And if you want to read one book who will tell you how the cycles work, historically speaking, how the stock did perform after a recession, how to create a strategy like passively and to have performance, go and read this book. I put you the link in description. And this brings me to my fifth point, what to invest in. And personally, I think the whole market is on fire, is on sale. So it can be the S&P 500, but it can be like single stock from big companies like Google, Amazon, Nvidia, Microsoft, whatever. And it can be also in crypto like Bitcoin or ETH. So I think right now is the best buying opportunity. It can go lower, of course. So maybe think about a simple strategy, which is DCA, dollar cost averaging, that is buying every day when the market is red, when the market is green, whatever the market. But in my opinion, and here no financial advice, I'm just a normal guy who speaks finance, but I will buy any project, any solid, serious project. And now that I have mentioned all these points with you, it's up to you and ask you this question. If you want to be part of the spectators or do you want to be an actor? And whatever the decision, it's yours, but see you in 2023 or 2025 in a few months from there and see how the market is performing. Anyways, don't forget to smash a like, to subscribe to my YouTube channel, to put a comment. And in the meantime, don't forget to see this video, which is linked to this video and very important. See you.